Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the Three Musketeers, and this is a game of Hardcore Rush on Operation Metro. Now, I know what you're thinking, this isn't normally a map I play a lot. In fact, it's probably one of my least favourite maps in the game, but I saw it in the server browser and thought I'd give it a go anyway. Now, interestingly, it put me on the defending team, which is unusual for me. It decides normally to put me on the attacking team on this map. But because I was playing by myself, I was glad it put me on the defending team because I've said previously, I find when you're trying to attack the NCOMs, it's normally best to do it with a squad, with people you know. It's not as successful if you're playing by yourself. But I think if you're playing by yourself and on the defending team, you can still do really well. You can still help your team out quite a lot and still be a key player. Now, I've only actually used the first 7 minutes of this game, not only because it was a long match, but because the outdoor section is the least worst part of this map, if that makes any sense. I'm not keen on the whole map itself, but this outdoor bit is the best bit of the whole map. I feel the indoor bit with the tunnels and the underground just doesn't feel like Battlefield to me at all. And I'm not a big fan on that bit. I'm not keen on it at all. So I've only used the outdoor section, and I get quite a good score. I'm taking out the attacking team quite well, getting their tickets down. So I'm working well for my team. As you can see, I'm using the FAMAS, a weapon I've not used in many videos before. It is now in my top 5 weapons, actually. I think it is in 3rd place. Nearly all my top 5 guns have changed since I originally did the top 5 gun show, so soon you might be seeing a second series of that. Now, this weapon fires 950 rounds per minute, and it's a very powerful weapon. A lot of people say it's overpowered, but its small magazine and small round capacity, I think, balances it out quite nicely. I'm using it with the EOTech and the foregrip, which is my normal setup for assault rifles, or even light machine guns, because it's a nice scope and the grip holds it in place without moving around too much. Now, this map, as I've said just then, for me doesn't feel like Battlefield. So I was very surprised when this map was on the beta and on the alpha. In fact, I was lucky enough to have an alpha code in the summer. But obviously I didn't have a gaming PC at the time, so we took it to my friend's house who did have a gaming PC, and we managed to play about 13 hours of the alpha. Obviously using the keyboard and mouse, which at the time I was not used to at all. So we didn't do very well, but it was nice to have a taste of the game nice and early. Now, interestingly, quite a few things on this map have changed, not only on the full game, but they actually changed between the alpha and the beta on PS3 as well. Originally, there was actually an LAV on this map for the attacking team, which I think was a little bit of an overkill because, especially on this outdoor section, there are no real buildings or real structures to hide away from that vehicle. It's only rocks and trees, so the LAV could come steaming down that road and get right into the defending team's spawn point, and it was sometimes a bit of an overkill. And also, some of the MCOMs have changed. The bandstand to my left, you just saw them. That's originally where A was, instead of being by the water's edge, by the river, where it is now. It was originally by the bandstand, but they moved that because it was almost practically inside the defender's spawn point, which meant it was quite hard to take it, trying to plant the bomb. When just as soon as you kill someone, they were spawning right next to you, back again in their spawn, right next to the MCOM. So it made it quite a difficult one to take. So they moved that back a little bit, put that in the central ground a bit more, make it a little bit more even. Now, as you can see on this map, we've just gone past 74 attackers' tickets, which on any other map the attacking team gets 75 tickets, but on this the attacking teams get 100 tickets, which is because this map has a few too many choke holes, I think, and it's a little bit too difficult for the attacking team. I don't think it's a greatly designed map. And I think DICE have become aware of that themselves, which is why they've made the quick alteration to give the attacking team more tickets, try and balance out a little bit more, because it is a little bit too difficult for the attacking team, especially coming across this open ground here. You get picked off by people like myself, what I'm doing here, just sitting and waiting for them to try and make a break for it across the open grass, and they normally don't make it too far. As you can see, the guy to my left, there's a lot of snipers in this map. In fact, there's a lot of snipers on both sides. You normally get, sometimes on this map, especially on this section, some people don't even go for the MCOMs. It just turns into a sniper battle from spawn point to spawn point. So it can be difficult to make any progress, especially obviously for the attacking team, because they've got to come across such open ground, and snipers often sit back in the defender's spawn point where they're practically untouchable, and just snipe the whole game. Used to be a lot of mortars on this match, which was another annoying factor. Not as many people using mortar on this match now because they normally get sniped, but because there's no buildings or structures to hide in, it was very very easy to get picked off by mortars. But that seems to have died down a little bit now, especially with the fact that with the patch you can no longer mortar in your original spawn point, and the mortars take much longer to reload. Now, there's been a lot of talk of new maps coming out quite soon, which led me to the question to ask you guys is, what kind of maps would you rather see? Would you rather see more maps like this in Grand Bazaar, much more small range maps, close range, almost Call of Duty style maps, or would you like to see a lot more Carg Island style maps, larger maps with, and, you know, a lot more vehicle based? Because obviously on this map there is no vehicles at all. I personally am not a vehicle person. I prefer you know, just infantry, but on a larger scale. I'm a big fan of Grand Bazaar and CN Crossing. It's just Operation Metro, just that indoor bit really that gets to me. It's just turned into a USAS and frag round, you know, a bit of a hellhole for the frag round. So I'm not a big fan of that. Now the last thing I want to talk to you guys about was, as you can see at the top there, I have now put up links for the Twitter and the Facebook page for the Three Musketeers. Please go and add me on Twitter and Facebook. The links at the top there and at the end and in the description below, so you can find it quite easily. The winner of the chance to win a Battlefield 3 t-shirt will be announced on the 20th of February, and that will be announced on the Facebook and on Twitter. So if you entered that competition and want to see if you've won, the way to do that is to add us on Twitter and Facebook. That'll be announced on the 20th. And on those channels I'll just be putting up extra content, maybe even extra videos and photographs and just general information, and get a better chance to you know, to communicate with you guys. So check us out on there. And also, in the top right corner there, you can see the Battlelog link. If you want to add us on Battlelog, recently a lot of people have been playing a lot more with me and playing a few games with us, and I've got some good gameplay of that. So if you want to see yourself in any of these videos, go up there and add the Three Musketeers and join our squad. Everyone's accepted. You might see yourself in some of these videos. We had some good gameplay recently. But in the meantime, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.